Welcome to the Clarke Humel Quarterly Market Wrap. We're thrilled to say that we've been trusted with the sale of another 50 properties, totalling over $100 million worth of sales in the first quarter alone, which really underpins the fact that the market is still quite buoyant.
Absolutely. What we're finding is the average days on market for the Northern Beaches has remained at 40. Clarke Humel's, by contrast, has been just over 30. The median sale price for the Northern Beaches has been 2.15. Ours in the same period of time was $2,357,940 plus change. Overall, the Northern Beaches market in general has outperformed just about every other market share and segment in Sydney. We're finding that could be for a whole range of reasons, partially because a lot of other areas are moving from Upper North Shore, Lower North Shore, even the Inner West across to the Northern Beaches market. But generally speaking, if you are looking to buy a property, now is seeing some fantastic opportunities arise that we haven't seen for some time. In relation to market share and sold listings, we're delighted to report that we rank first out of 45 Northern Beaches agencies in our core areas of Manly, Seaforth, Balgala Heights, Clontarf, North Curl, North Manly and Freshwater.
We're also first out of 65 agencies on the Northern Beaches in new listings, serving our core areas. So what that means is that we've got more buyers on our database than any other agencies, being able to serve our local community better. Let's cover off on our most outstanding sales over the last couple of months. 67 Bower Street, Manly, a gorgeous architecturally designed home positioned on the high side of Bower Street. It was an amazing campaign. With 22 contracts out to buyers who are local, interstate and international, it was a sensational auction campaign. We actually ended up selling that for nearly $2 million over reserve. It was an absolute corker. 1A Monash Crescent, Clontarf, we took to market as an Expressions of Interest campaign, and it was a gorgeous beachfront, beautifully architecturally designed home. Our range was 9 to 9.9. I'm pleased to say that the feedback was above it, but we ended up selling it for a massive result, one of Clontarf's highest ever results, $10,560,000.
16 Bryan Street, Freshwater was another fantastic campaign run by Mike Dunn. Over 200 inspections throughout that whole campaign, over a dozen contracts, 7 registered bidders. It all culminated in a suburb record, a new one of $5.9 million. The suburb is still talking about that result.
What a magnificent day to show this property, our property of the month, 45 Gordon Street in Clontarf. We are quoting 3.5 to 3.8. The auction will be held on the 2nd of June. The views this property has, unquestionably one of the best that Clontarf has to offer. Coming into those winter months for property management, it is seasonal, but we are finding that we're leasing properties 30% faster than our competition. And what that means is the properties that we're actually taking to market, we're throwing a whole lot of energy in the leasing department. Wood Street was a property that we just leased. All the feedback was around $1,600. We actually got a little bit of competition going there and ended up leasing it for $1,900 per week. So we have shorter days on market, leasing the properties for higher rents, netting our landlords a high return.
So the big question on everyone's lips is what's happening with the market. Obviously, there have been so many mixed reports in the media about what's going to happen with interest rates, the market in general, some doom and gloom, some positivity. What we're finding actually on the streets and in the open homes is that good properties that are well priced and appropriately marketed are still generating a huge amount of interest, and that almost always means you'll get the very best sale price in the current market conditions. What we would say is that now more than at any other stage over the past 2 or 3 years, it's extremely important to be really careful with the agent that you choose. Make sure, as ever, you choose the agent who you feel has the best strategy to be able to maximise the sale price, because now is the time that you'll really find it makes a big difference.